This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is now available on Amazon. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Count time on the compound. All inmates return to bunks. Beyond the count, life on the compound. Brought to you by former Sergeant Allen of the Florida Department of Corrections. On this YouTube channel, I will explain to you the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts of a prison. Hope y'all enjoy. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are a brother or sister correctional officer, y'all remember, be safe, and we never walk alone.
Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Count, Life on the Compound. Your host, Anthony Oksenholt. So, I wanted to have a discussion about education in prison. This is not department specific. I've worked for several, as y'all know. But I want to know what y'all think, if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. The goal of corrections is to correct bad behavior. Well, it's kind of hard to correct bad behavior if you don't have something to replace it with. Now, I've seen a lot of these conservatives and holier than thou people get on here and say, well, they don't need no education. They need to just do their time. We shouldn't be paying for them to do all this. And, well, why can't I get free education? Let me tell y'all something. Most of the people I've dealt with in my 5 years in corrections, a lot of them come from nothing. Many of them. They didn't have a pot to piss in or wanted to throw it out of. A lot of them had to sell drugs or commit other felonies just to survive. I am not excusing crime. If necessity was a defense for crime, it would be the occupation of the masses. I get that. I'll admit that all day long. If you steal because you have to eat, you stealing is committing a crime. Yeah, I think you should pay for the crime. Not excusing that whatsoever. But I want y'all to think about something. I said in my other video, idle hands are the devil's work. You lock a man up, even in an open bay dorm, could be a cell. I mean, depends on the institution. I've done open bay, I've done special housing units, I've done general population with 2-man cells. I've done general population with 1-man cells. Worked a lot of different institutions in my career. And I just want to say that if you give an inmate who is getting out at some point, just a little bit. Just something to work toward. Get a guy who's got, say he's 25 years old, he commits a felony and he gets 10 years. Well, he's going to be 35 by the time he gets out, assuming he does his entire 10. What is he going to do when he gets out? He's going to go back to doing whatever he was doing, probably rather quickly, to get put back in prison. Not only that, but what skills does he have? Okay, stamping license plates. That's a skill. Let me go ahead and go on Indeed and go find a job for a license plate stamper. Places like Florida, they have the cold storage facility. They'll teach you how to cut up meat and make, Bubba burgers made right there in Rayford, Florida. They have the furniture factory in Florida. Several places have motor pools. But those things, the motor pools usually require an inmate to go in there and work it that already has some type of mechanical experience and some type of knowledge. Motor pools obviously keep the facility vehicles running. So, what do we do with somebody who has no skills other than selling drugs or other criminal things? Give him an opportunity to get an education. Let him get his associate's degree. Let him become a drug counselor. These things are good. These things are what's going to lower the recidivism rate. Some people, they're going to reoffend. They're going back to prison. I've walked many to the gate and like, yep, you'll be back. As far as I know, I don't think I've been wrong on that. There's been a few people that I've been surprised to see come back. I've seen people actually fear their release date to where we literally had to have them arrested once we let them out the gate by the sheriff's department, and they went right back into county jail right from prison because they didn't know what else to do. The guy was heading to a homeless shelter in South Florida. The state of Florida gave him $20 in a bus ticket. Well, he took the $20, the bus ticket, and got arrested again because he was just like, man, what do I do?
Oh, pardon me.
It's sad. So we have to figure out in society what we're going to do. Education, I think that'd be a good key. Maybe some type of halfway house for those who have nothing. Maybe have the Department of Corrections pair up with drug treatment facilities in a church. That might work. Y'all think about it and y'all let me know. Beyond the Count, Life on the Compound.